Hello everyone, my name is Andrea Layadra and today I'm going to talk about of this drug called eteplirsen. As introduction, it's necessary to know the Duchenne muscular dystrophy, that is a genetic disease that affects 1 per 3.5 to 6 thousand live male births and is the most common type of childhood muscular dystrophy. It is inherited in an X-linked recessive fashion and is caused by loss of function mutations in the DMD gene coding for dystrophin, a cytoskeletal protein that stabilizes the plasma membrane of muscle fibers. This mutation causes destabilization of the muscle membrane and presents as a delay in motor development called hypertrophy, joint contractures, and progressive muscle weakness. Consequences of this disease include progressive muscle degeneration, loss of ambulation, scoliosis, cardiomyopathy, respiratory insufficiency, and reduced life expectancy. No cure for Duchenne muscular dystrophy exists, and no drugs have been approved with documented clinical benefits. The clinical treatment, the strategies for this treatment include supportive therapies, well-balanced diet, participation on physical and recreational activities, and pharmacological and psychosocial support to delay the onset of secondary complications. As I said before, the Duchenne muscular dystrophy is caused by mutations in the DMD gene coding for dystrophin, a membrane-associated protein that links cytoskeletal actin muscles fibers with the surrounding extracellular matrix by forming a network with sarcolemma glycoprotein. This gene has 4 domains: an N-terminal domain for binding actin, a broad domain mainly for structural flexibility, and cysteine-rich domain for facilitating protein-protein interactions, and a C-terminal domain for binding dystrophin-associated glycoprotein complex, or DAGC, proteins at the sarcolemma. Dystrophin loss predisposes muscle fibers to mechanical damage, leading to muscle degeneration. DMD gene is considered the longest gene in humans, spanning 2 point megabases in chromosomal regions XP21 with 79 exons and producing a 14 kilobases transcript. Due to its length, it is highly susceptible to mutations, and furthermore, certain regions of this gene are mutations hotspot. Approximately 60% of DMD cases are due to the deletions of at least 1 exon, 6% due to duplications, and the rest of the small mutations. In most cases, this disrupt the DMD reading frame or introduce a premature stop codon, both of which ceases dystrophin production. Eteplirsen was created as an emerging treatment strategy for this disease. It is a synthetic antisense oligonucleotide from the phosphorodiamidate morpholino oligomer subclass of molecules, or PMO. In these types of molecules, 5-member ribofuranocil rings found in natural DNA or RNA are replaced by a 6-member morpholino ring. In this disease, the translational reading frame of a gene is restored using these synthetic nucleic acid analogs or antisense oligonucleotides to interfere with the messenger RNA splicing. These antisense oligonucleotides are employed to bind target complementary sequences in the RNA messenger with influence splicing machinery to exclude an exon or exons from the final transcript. This drug hybridize to exons 51 that causes it to be skipped during splicing. This corrects the transnational reading frame, resulting in the production of shortened functional dystrophin proteins. Regarding safety and tolerability of teplirsen, the chemical nature of these compounds present certain advantages in terms of safety. In the most part, due to the fact that these compounds lack charge, and it is thought that this makes these compounds largely incapable to interacting with proteins like nucleases was affinity to their natural target, and this highly depends on the presence of a negative charge. Regarding clinical trials, this drug was well tolerated with no adverse effect, where the maximum dose administered as an intravenous infusion was 20 milligrams per kilograms per week for 12 weeks. The product availability, this drug was approved under the accelerated approval provisions of the FDA process in September 2016, based on initial data predicting clinical benefits. It means increased dystrophin production in skeletal muscle observed in some patients treated with eteplirsen. And as you can see here, the reference of this work. Thank you for your attention.